Since the early 2000s, arts were noticed as being underfunded federally, with only $250 million supporting the subjects in schools. Even though the No Child Left Behind Act, employed in 2001 by the Bush administration, lists arts and languages as a core subject, they receive a 20th of the funding the National Science Foundation receives. The arts includes visual art, dance, instrumental, vocal, theater, and creative writing.
Yes, I had lots of arts in my school. In elementary school, I believe I did, little dances and projects. In middle school, in the 6th grade, I actually began to play the clarinet. And in 7th grade and 8th grade, I continued to play. It was a major part of my life. I really enjoyed music. I learned how to read and write music. And having that, I didn't grow up with a television in my home. Music was really the fundamental of all of my imagination, reading and books.
I did, very limited though. I went to in public school I didn't have art, but when I went to a Catholic school we had one class was required for 3 years, within 3 years of school, so that was it for that.
I've been enrolled in art school since I started school. I was in orchestra and dance.
A big question is, what will the arts do for our economy in the future? According to the NGA Center for Best Practices, the current nonprofit art industry is a $38.6 billion industry that supports 1.3 million jobs. If art is such a big boost to our state and federal economics, why is the education for it underfunded?
You raised a man.
Dance helps me portray my feelings in an easier way than speaking, or other than regular school can teach me, and art school definitely helped that.
I think that art is really cool because it gets the crazy out, and so I would really like for my kids to have minimal crazy by being able to express themselves in like a safe environment.
So somewhere within your artistic compassion and the components of what you consider, you're able to articulate that. And I also appreciate that your own creativity allows you to be able to think and to do things outside of the box. That can be very difficult, and I think that the components of art in your lives allow you to not be sucked into groupthink.
Kaiser Shelton, a creative writer at HSPBA, says, "It's taught me to be empathetic, open-minded, able to see beyond human generalizations, to see everything in a balance, to see past surfaces, and it has given me an understanding of what it truly means to communicate and express." Creative artist Anastasia B. says, "As a student, it helps me think creatively and apply it to almost everything I do. I'm constantly surrounded by other artists, and that encourages me to pursue it. As a person, I've really discovered who I am through art and the diversity I'm exposed to. I have room to change and develop, and that's good for me." Maggie Wins, a theatrical student, says, "As a person, it's helped me connect with people. It's taught me to step outside of my comfort zone, which makes it easier to make the first step in communication with others. I think that's a really important part of growing into a good person. As a student, I've learned how to work to the best of my ability because of the motivation to do what I love, and I've learned to develop those techniques that I learn and apply them to my academics. Working in an artistic field really enables me to grow in both academics and as a human because of the opportunity I had to work in an artistic field and be surrounded with people who share the same interests." Among students, parents, and teachers, the need for art has been expressed. Even among the current artists, there is an encouragement to advance art in schools. So where is the support?